Hey everyone, welcome to another episode. We're the hosts. My name's MJ.
My name is Adam.
And today, everyone, we're going to be talking about things that Westerners do in Japan that are rude. Me and Adam have experienced so much different things here in Japan. And there are some times that maybe we caught ourselves being a bit rude and not even knowing it. So for today, everyone, we're going to have a list of 5 things that you might be able to see if you see a Westerner in Japan and notice that, hey, I'm sorry. We'll be saying I'm sorry for them because they're not really trying to be rude. It's just how the different culture and lifestyle is.
Yeah.
So let's kick it off. Adam, what's the first one?
So the first one is when speaking. Many foreigners have a, habit. Not everybody, but like a lot of people I've noticed have a habit of making a noise with their mouth that in Japan, it's not a good noise. And I'm going to do it right now, so don't be angry. It's this noise. Smacking their lips or tisk sound, like that sound. I found out that is not a good sound in Japan.
I've never really noticed this one. I mean, maybe, no, I have no idea. This is new to me.
It's a sound that I think we are not aware of when we do it, but it happens. Like if we're about to say something or if something like unfortunate happens.
Yeah.
Some of us be like, oh man, like, no.
Okay.
Like that kind of sound.
Yeah. Yeah. You dropped your ice cream and like,
oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how is that rude in Japan? Because, who are we being rude to?
It's a rude sound. I think that most Japanese people take that sound as like, I want to say a swear word. It's at that level. So you wouldn't. That's how I felt when I've seen it done, like in movies and stuff like that. The ruffians make that sound before they're about to fight somebody.
Yeah.
Like that kind of feeling. So you wouldn't do it in front of children in a classroom as a teacher.
Whoa. Yeah.
You wouldn't do it to your boss because he'd be pretty pissed off.
Okay. Yeah,
like
so that's like...
It's at that level, right?
A swear word.
It's like a swear word, but not being a swear word. So, yeah.
Not even being a word.
Not even being a word. It's just a sound. But, yeah, I think even when we were working at our old company, when we were recording, one of the staff was mentioning that a lot of, like, Westerners make that sound, and it's not really a nice sound to hear in Japan.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I do that. I've never thought about it, but
maybe
I'm more
everyone
cautious.
Listening can let us know. Yeah.
How many times does MJ just go, well,
yeah.
Okay. That's the first one.
Yeah.
The next one is putting your hands in your pockets.
Yes.
Like, I've heard of this too, how it's rude to put your hands in your pocket. I'm not even sure why. Is it like, I could see it could be like a safety precaution. Maybe they got a knife in a gun,
okay.
Well, I mean, what happened there?
I think it's close to that. I think it's like, what are you hiding?
What are you
hiding?
hiding?
If you have your hands in your pockets, you must be hiding something from somebody. Maybe it's something that children do. They put their hands in their pockets.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Ichiro, what do you have in your pockets?
That is interesting because, I mean, I find myself putting my hands in my pockets normally, especially when it's colder out.
Yeah,
my hands are cold. I don't have any gloves. Where I put them in my pocket, I feel comfortable.
But if you ever think about the times you were cold outside, how many Japanese people around you put their hands in their pockets as opposed to putting their hands under their arms like this?
I think this one could definitely go into a specific situation. So I've heard when you're greeting someone, especially for the first time or something.
Yeah.
That's when it's like, don't put your hands in your pockets, to say hello or something. This kind of greeting style.
Right.
But Westerners, we won't know. We'll have our hands in our pockets
all the time.
Hey, what's up? Nice to meet you. My name's MJ.
But, hey,
hands totally in pockets.
Exactly.
You cannot see them right now.
Must be hiding something. Yeah.
So everyone, if we're not trying to be rude, but maybe we'll do that.
Yeah. Just out of habit, I guess. Number 3, which is something that I learned, it's not really like a rude thing. It's more like a improper way of doing something, I guess, in a business setting. is like praising yourself or giving
Yeah.
yourself a pat on the back or telling yourself that you're the best, talking highly of yourself and even of your children, I heard was not a good thing to do. But we had self-evaluations throughout the year. And in the self-evaluations, there are some kinds of things points where you have to evaluate yourself, which means give yourself a grade, an overall grade. And I felt like, hey, yeah, like 1 out of 5, I did like the best. I'm going to give myself a number 5 because there's no way I could do better than what I'm doing now. There's absolutely no way.
Yeah.
But when I submitted it and I got the response from my supervisor, I was told or asked, like, why did you rate yourself a number 5? And I was like, what do you mean? I'm a number 5. Like, there's no way, no further up I can go than number 5 at this position.
Yes.
And she told me that in Japan, even though you might be a number 5, you still rank yourself down. And I found that shocking. Like, why?
Whoa. Yeah. Why? Yeah. Don't you want a good, strong team?
Yeah.
Working?
Like, if I feel like that, I'm not going to rate myself.
We all should be 5.
We all should be 5s and have a standard of 5.
I mean, rating yourself is just a weird thing for me. Because I'm like, even if I'm horrible at it, I'm like, oh, I'm going to give myself a 5. I am good.
But I guess it's not a good thing because, one, maybe it's like being boastful, and most people in Japan are not boastful, I guess.
Okay.
And 2, it shows that there's always room for improvement, and you have to kind of think about it like that. But, I felt like I couldn't improve anymore. My tie was tied.
Yeah.
My hair was cut. My shoes were shiny.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, in whose eyes?
Yeah.
And what is a number 5?
Exactly.
So I think that it's a really big waste of time to have these self-evaluations.
Yeah.
I guess maybe it's just us Westerners, because I feel the same way.
Right.
I would give myself a 5.
Yeah.
Where maybe naturally in the Japanese culture, in society, is more common to rank yourself lower than normal.
Right.
Oh, and we go higher, they go lower. There's no medium.
Yeah. I guess.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
And I know about the whole being modest in Japan. That's a big quality in the Japanese society.
Totally. And I guess that's where that comes from.
Could that be a reason why in North America, Hollywood specifically, you have these people, artists, actors who are like, I want to be the best in the world. And they like take charge of what they're going to do. And they're like, I am going to be the best. I'm going to stand on that stage. And you have to have so much self-confidence to work your way through to that point.
Yeah.
Where maybe in Japan, it's like, I mean, of course, like, any country, U.S. is just like crazy with the whole entertainment business.
True.
So everything gets pushed so much. But when you think about like artists, music, there's plenty of big bands in Japan, but like, do they make it overseas? No.
Rarely. Yeah, not so
Would this be a connection to it?
It could be.
Being too modest.
Yeah,
No,
maybe.
Give yourself a 5, everyone.
Sometimes
you
have to. You are a 5. I'm telling you to.
Next one is another one that comes from our mouth. Not really word, but maybe it is. It's a sound. Going, huh? Okay, yes. I've definitely seen many, movies and dramas here in Japan where you have to have that in there too. Huh?
Yes. See? That's it.
I get the feeling of, you're about to fight. There's tension in the air.
Yeah.
And it's not good. So, that could be heard as a bad thing. But I feel like in the U.S. too. But for the most part, it's really like on how you say it.
True.
In North America. So he's like, huh? Like, and that total is this, you didn't hear what somebody says. Excuse me,
What?
What? Huh?
Huh? Yeah.
But it could be taken into like the negative kind of like, oh no, you did something bad. Intonation as well.
Right.
In North America.
Yeah.
Right. But we use definitely both. Like if Adam said something I couldn't hear, I'm like, oh, what'd you say?
What'd you say?
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah. But maybe, your mom asked, did you finish doing the laundry? And you're like, oh, not yet, actually. And you're playing video games. She's like, huh? Like, in disbelief
Right,
that
right.
you didn't do it.
I'd still, even at that level, I feel like it's not like a bad thing. The gap between bad and like,
Yeah.
Manageable,
Yes.
it's so far in between with the intonations. Whereas in Japan, it's very small. Like, huh?
Oh.
Could be like as bad as,
Yeah.
depending on who you're talking to.
Whoa. Okay,
Yeah.
everyone. So be careful out there.
Yeah.
We're not trying to be rude. We're just trying to ask, "Sumimasen?"
Excuse me? What'd you say?
Wow. Wow.
And then number 5 on the list, which, I've seen a lot of like advertisements in the train about this, and even in theaters, movie theaters, is making noise in public.
Yes. It
You
is
know?
some reason like frowned upon to
Uh-huh.
example talk when you're on the train
Yeah.
loudly. You have to watch out for the other people. But I mean, I do enjoy a nice quiet train ride.
Yeah.
So no arguments over here about
True,
that.
true. Yeah, totally. I enjoy it as well. But in some places where it seems like it should be able to, and maybe it's just the social setting where like nobody's making noise, so nobody makes noise, that I found was
Yeah.
weird was a movie theater. And we've spoken about this like multiple times, but
Okay, yeah,
people not laughing or not, making sounds in reaction to the movie theater or the movie that's
Okay.
playing makes the movie kind of difficult to enjoy because you can't show your feelings. You have to always be conscious about, am I making too much noise? Am I laughing too loudly?
Okay,
You know
okay.
what I mean? Like,
The amount of enjoyment that you
Yeah.
can put into it.
right.
There's a limiter because
Right.
you're in the back of your mind, you're still cautious about, oh, maybe I'm being too loud.
Yeah.
You gotta watch out.
Watch out. Exactly. In North America, there's a lot of times where we talk over each other, not in like an argumentative way, but we're just like enjoying the conversation so much we want to add to it, but somebody's talking, so we're like adding over it, and then it gets like loud. It becomes a mountain of just loudness. That happens
Yeah.
even without alcohol, but in Japan, I feel that it only happens when there is alcohol. So.
I guess that is one that you might find some Westerners doing, but of
Yeah.
course, not all Westerners
Not all
are
Westerners.
outgoing, super
Right.
loud and stuff.
Right.
I think there's a lot of people who respect the Japanese culture and the
Totally.
way of doing things. I know, like when I'm usually, solo, traveling and stuff. I'm careful. I'm like watching out, make sure I'm not too loud. Music
Right.
isn't too loud.
Right.
But if I'm with a few friends,
Things can get rowdy.
the world, I'm focused on just enjoying my time with my friends.
Right,
So
right.
yeah, we're talk.
Yeah.
Maybe it's loud. Maybe we play a little kid dom on the train. Sorry.
And the other thing I want to add is that probably this list probably applies more to Westerners who haven't lived in Japan for a long time, as long as MJ or even myself when I was living
Yeah.
there. Like people who come for vacation and they're enjoying the atmosphere, but they still have like the tendency to act like they were at home. A lot of people
Yes.
kind of change the way they are and they follow what the Romans are doing in Rome, but some people they're just themselves. So.
Let us know in the comments what you think about this video. Are there any other things that you've seen Westerners do that you thought was rude?
Yeah.
Let us know, and hey, maybe we'll answer them and let you know, hey, it wasn't rude, or oh yeah, that's rude.
Yeah, that's rude.
Like and subscribe to the channel
But that's it. We'll see you
on the
on the
next
next
step.
step.